first year, basically what we did was we live in community, we pray together, you have your alone prayer, but then you start to meet the community. So they send us all over the place to meet other sisters in their ministries in their homes. So my year I went to Boston for a few weeks, and then I went to California, Indianapolis, Chicago. And so they schedule us where like every other week you're visiting a sister in their ministries. And it gives you an opportunity to talk to them about their vocation story, their calling, and how they're living their ministry. How are they living their ministry and community life? How are they balancing it? And so that was the first year. And then after that first year, you do an assessment and you decide, well, do I want to come back, or maybe this isn't my calling? And so that which time you would just say you don't want to come back. And so it's also a mutual discernment, like the Sisters of Providence are getting to know you to see if you also fit with the community. And so it's kind of a two-way street. So then the second year, you become a novice, and that's the year that is really intense because you start to let go of all the external stuff, all the things that society says that you should have, that you should gain, that the competition of the hustle and bustle of earning enough money to retire and have a house and go live in Florida after you retire. So you start to like let go of that. And when I came, it wasn't like anybody said, you can't bring your computer, you can't bring your cell phone. Nobody told me what to bring or what not to bring. As a matter of fact, my phone, I still have the same phone number that I had before I entered. So nothing's changed. And nobody says you can't bring something. They just kind of allow you to witness, see, be with the sisters, and you start to see how they live their lives. And then slowly, I myself started to let go of things. And not that, again, it wasn't anything that somebody imposed on me or anybody said you can't bring your computer, you can't bring your cell phone, or you can't buy a new pair of shoes. It was like, well, it was all done through prayer. And if you feel like you need it versus you want it. So yeah, it was just really interesting that year. And that year we go to the intercommunity novitiate in St. Louis. And we meet with other communities that have women and men in formation. And so since we only have like ones or twos coming here, so then they take us to meet other people that are also joining religious life. And then they have different kinds of speakers that come and talk to us about living religious life, how to live the vows, how to, it's just like an intense year of study. But then the most intensive was the 1 hour. You're supposed to spend an hour in prayer. And I remember when I first came, it was so hard because to be quiet for 5 minutes was difficult because I had never really done it. And so now like an hour is not long enough, but it's like anything else, being in sports, like the more you practice, the more you want it, the more you crave it. And I don't really know how it happened that I got to that space, but it was just like every day a little bit of practice. And it just kind of evolves and it happens.